So aloha. Thought we'd start this evening a little differently. So thank you. Welcome to tonight's concert. It's good to see you all. Thank you for joining us today, whether in person or via the live stream. Continued thanks to Andrew Ryan and Punavision, who make it possible for us to provide that service. The program you received this evening is in two parts. The fairly obvious part is the piece of paper you have in your hand. The QR code on it will take you to more extensive notes that I encourage you to spend some time with after the concert. And the reason why is, first of all, it might take you as long as the concert to read them all. And I got a little carried away. And many of them are hot linked to other places on the internet, some of which include audio and video. And we'd rather not have that be part of tonight's event. So be careful. And also, if you haven't already done so, please silence your phones and other electronic devices. And at this time, please join me in welcoming Elements for their portion of the program. We can leave the lights up. This isn't secret. So we have to manage a short transition. So I just want to, I have some scripted remarks a little later, but this one is the one where everyone gets nervous because it's like, oh gosh, what's he going to say? And this is all I have to say. Thank you for being here this evening. Thank you for allowing music to be a part of your children's lives. Thank you for supporting them. Thank you for being here on at 7:30 on a Friday evening. And most of all, thank you for the joy of working with all the folks that you see in front of you every day. Well, every other day usually is how it works. It really is a joy. And I say that because as a parent, sometimes it doesn't always feel joyful as a parent. But they are joyful here. So thank you for your work because that comes from somewhere and that comes from you. And it looks like we're ready.
Somewhere only we know.
manage another transition. So let's come back to the stage. I'll try not to drop everything as we go here. So I'm going to use someone else's words this evening. This is something that went by on the socials about 2 weeks ago by Von Fleischfresher, who has a mouthful of a name but is a really wonderful music advocate based in Britain. And he wrote this about choir. He says, choir builds better people, it really does. Music ensembles of any kind, for that matter. It was in choir I discovered I had a voice that was valued and part of a much bigger whole. It was in choir I discovered my confidence, both musical and personal. It was in choir I discovered the importance of discipline, focus, and selflessness. It was in choir I discovered there are other people just like me. It was in choir I discovered I was good at something. It was in choir I discovered that hard work pays off. It was in choir I discovered how my actions impact others. It was in choir I discovered how to manage my nerves. It was in choir I discovered the sheer joy of making music with others. And it was in choir I discovered that being prepared isn't always enough. It was in choir I discovered how to deal with making mistakes. It was in choir I discovered how awesome making music with other people is. It was in choir I discovered myself. And it was in choir I discovered my calling. It is in choir that I always have a source of comfort, a family, and a sanctuary away from the world around me. Choir helped build the best version of me. And that's all he had to say, just a couple things. So could you join me again applauding this wonderful group of people assembled in front of us? This is Academy Choir at Punahou. So while, as Mr. Fleischfresher just said, while choral singing is an embodiment of a collective, I want to take a couple moments now to acknowledge some individuals within our choirs who help make our music community stronger. And we do that in many different ways. The first one is in this award that we've had for quite a while called the Kale o Kahanu Ola, the Lay of the Breath of Life. And Malia Ane was part of our choir family at that time, and she's the one that gave this award its name and some of its spirit. This is a peer-given award to those in each ensemble that best represent our core values of presence, tenacity, and community in their daily work and practice with the choirs, is informed by a regular practice of aloha. These individuals are the members of our community who we look to for inspiration, energy, comfort, spirit, and example each day. Those that receive this award are not necessarily the strongest musicians in the choir, but it is their presence and work that are instrumental to the health and success of the choir. And we've, as I mentioned, we have given this award probably for 10 years now. And something that I find really remarkable about it is that, first of all, when we do the nomination process for this, almost every year without exception, someone in the choir has been named by someone else as their go-to person. And I think that's a really important thing to focus on, is that while it might not feel like that you're the person, for someone else you are. And so I find that a really interesting side effect of this award. The second thing is that also the choirs also very quickly, while naming each individual person, also fairly quickly come to a consensus of who their main people are. And so I'd like to recognize at this time, as I call their names to come forward, we have 3 members of Elements. First, and they are Gemma Fu, Jax Roster, and Jack McDermott. Come on down. Jax, maybe you didn't hear. You're here too. Yes. All right. You don't have to stand there awkwardly. You can go back now. We didn't rehearse this part. And you see, we have lots of energies and ways of approaching our work together. And I think as well, I'm going to name the two members of Choral. And I have an art colleague on campus, and he's very fond of saying, you know, artists are rarely good at one thing. And musicians are artists too. And I mention that because we have many of our folks have worked very hard to get here this evening, and we have a few that were not able to be with us this evening because they were called elsewhere. And so one of our recipients this evening, I don't think is in the house right now, although he was desperately trying to get here. He was at Kamehameha Schools running, and he said he was going to run his way here, and I said, maybe don't do that. So with that, in Choral, this award is given to two non-seniors. Our person not present this evening is Pohaku Figuera, and then present with us this evening is Morgan Sedang. The fall of 2020 was a really hard time for choir. And I point that out because two of our seniors this evening are 4-year seniors, which meant when they started choir in 9th grade, they started in a little tiny box with a person that they hadn't met before. And he sang, and I don't know if they were singing or not on the other end of it, but they came back. When they did come back to school, the replacement was we got to stand out in the field, in the rain, and watch the rainbows as we sang, which was better than singing at home in a box, but it was a little damp. And they're still with us this evening. And I think that's a really remarkable accomplishment of these two wonderful people who have given a lot to these choirs over the years, particularly because, as I said, not only did they start at a really hard time and did they finish all together, but as you know, Punahou is a place of great abundance. And with abundance oftentimes comes very hard choices. And they chose to keep singing and keep it a part of their curricular school day no matter what. And I think that says a lot about these two young people. So with that, I'd like to call forward Luke Van Ralphigen and Brennan Singh Chow. I'm going to ask them to pause right here for a minute awkwardly because they can. I do want to acknowledge one additional senior who's been an incredible presence in this choir for the last 2 years, and she was called to the East Coast, being recruited to a program there, and she very much wanted to be here with us, and I said, you should go. So if we could acknowledge her now, that's Serene Kim. We give 2 additional senior awards. The first one is called the Choral Excellence Award. This is in recognition of excellent musicianship, continued musical growth, leadership, and service throughout the course of their participation in academy choirs. And this year, our recipients are Brennan Singh Chow and Serene Kim. Which leaves us with one last recognition. The National School Choral Award is in recognition of singular merit, ability, and achievement of outstanding contributions to the success of the school vocal program and of an unusual degree of loyalty, cooperation, and high qualities of conduct. And it is my great pleasure to give this recognition this year to Luke Van Ralphegem. We're going to share two more selections with you, and then we're going to ask you to stand. I'm preparing you, all right? And if you're like, I don't know if I can do this, you can do this. We do it every other day. You can do it with us, all right? And if you're not sure, scan that QR code. There's words there, all right? If nothing, stand with pride to us when we get there and smile. But hopefully you'll sing as well. And I'm guessing you probably know. So here we go. One last time for this evening. The Punahou School Academy Choirs. I forgot one last thing. So I mentioned these two individuals in the program, but I want to call their names out again. Without these two individuals, we would not have the choir program we have. And the first one is Lena Wong, our wonderful accompanist. And the other is Chrisanne Sills, our department assistant, who does the programs. She does, I can't even give you the list of all things she does. That's how amazing she is. I lost count a long time ago. And sometimes I just look at Chrisanne and I say, like, what do I need to do? And she says, it's okay. I already took care of it. And I'm like, thank you. So thank you to Chrisanne. Thank you to Lena. And now, a good gospel tune, The Storm is Passing Over. rights up, which means you can stand up with us. Here we go. And please join us in singing Hawaii Aloha. Thank you again for joining us this evening in song. We wish you a wonderful and safe and perhaps even restful weekend. I'm going to dismiss from the stage in just a moment, but I need to add some help moving risers first. All right. Thank you so much again for coming. Aloha.
Aloha.